Okay, Leo, I did a silly thing. I started these pretty late. I've had a really full couple days after taking some serious time off. Working through some of that and also actually taking time off, but either way, it's not important. A little scatterbrain. What I did, speaking of scatterbrain, to scatter these cards, but look at that, 2 6s. Yes, and a 10 and a 4, so you know what that is. Numbers, math, score. I was collecting the cards after my last reading, which would have been a Cancer video, and I didn't put them all, I know what this is, so I'm not going to leave it face down. I didn't put them all back the same way. Like, even if a card is in reverse, I usually will make it upright when I put it back, when I put the deck back together. Some readers are like, oh, you know, I just shoot and put them, you know, but these are like all facing different ways kind of thing, so I wasn't sure if I was going to try to like pick through it. Honestly, I don't have the time. So we're just going to roll with it, I think, for you, Leo. And yeah, that looks good, doesn't it? That's good. Okay. That fucking Knight of Wands, dude. This is, I know that's like your energy and that's cool for you. Like, literally not even being sarcastic. Come on, it's funny, Cancer was the only quick reading. It was like not even 13 whole minutes, but the rest of them been 25 plus. So like, we're gonna do this. Yeah, so the Knight of Wands has come up in every reading. 5 out of 5 readings. I do believe, even if I think somebody got it as the bottom of the deck, but it was there. You know what I'm saying? This Knight of Wands. It's funny because last time I did cards, the Devil came up in all 12 readings. I'm pretty sure. Ooh, Leo! I remember I was like in tears for the last Leo reading. It was weird, and then like a couple of my friends that are Leo, I'm like, you gotta watch this, man. Like, I'm not even trying to like gas myself up right now. You gotta watch this. You can like share, subscribe, comment, and tell your friends and compliment me if you want to. I still love that, but it's not what I was trying to do. I was like just getting these crazy emotional feelings, and I was like, dude, I was congratulating every Leo that I know. I was literally going out of my way to just say congratulations, and they're like, what for? And I'm like, I'm not sure yet. Some of them had good stuff coming, but some were just like, okay, thanks, you know, haven't really seen it yet. But I'm getting the vibe now for you, Leo, is kind of like same energy. I wanted to see how many cards were still left face up in this deck. It's too many to read, but the top one is the Sun, and I might do like a weird bonus thing. I don't know. I don't really have time. I want to honor these cards, but maybe, can I set them aside for Virgo? Virgo season, so they did already get a reading. We're going to do it. This is going to be the Virgo reading. You should watch it. There's always some weird shit that happens with Virgo, I feel like almost every single time I do these, it's like something funny with the Virgo reading. But if you want to know what these face-up cards were, go watch the Virgo reading after this. If you have Virgo in your chart or are dealing with a Virgo, I would say doubly go watch this. If something happened in the past month that you need some clarity on, watch it, okay? I didn't make it yet, obviously, but, you know, by the time you watch this should be pretty soon. All right, bottom of the deck for you is Princess of Swords. I don't love that. That's kind of like a weird energy. Oh, you got double knights, too. This has been happening. Dude, okay, so this is a great week to cross-watch, catch up with your people, or check your placements, different aspects of life and shit, but it's been it's a lot of connectivity and connectedness, okay? So this is cool, though, but coming from that Princess of Swords place, it does make me wonder if you're forging some of these connections in a sense. But anyway, Leo, let's talk about you, because, look, you got the Leo card up top, up front. The Leo card Because you're a Leo and this is a Leo reading, I'm just going to say that it represents you, and it's about you focusing on you and being happy for you and understanding who you are and all this other awesome, right, that's super cool. Lust in itself is all about, you know, physical attraction and sort of shallow romance, or, you know, having the physical connection with nothing behind it. But in the tarot deck, it also represents obsession. So you might be obsessing about something. Someone might be obsessing about you. Of course, I shouldn't say that to a Leo because you'd be like, I knew it. You didn't. But ultimately, I'm feeling this is more just representing you and putting you at number one, putting you in the spotlight for once. For once. Again, we had this conversation last time. Like, I'm sick of Taurus reputations, and I imagine that you're sick of Leo reputations too, so I feel you. I think this is just representing you. Like, again, it could be there's some kind of situation, but I really feel like that's you. We have the Knight of Wands, strength. Love that for you, because even though strength means resilience, it's also like a power card for you because you are a fire sign and wands are your thing. Wands are fire. So I just feel like it's funny because I have this scar on the back of my head, and just now I've been playing with my hair all night. It's been really fun, but I kind of like scratched my scar, and I've become so conscious of it I was almost distracted for a second. But I wanted to mention it. If any of you, like, if you have a scar on your head, or if you've had surgery, or if you something with the back of your head, maybe something happening behind you, but I'm not getting that. It's almost like should have had a VA kind of thing, but it comes from behind. You like aren't expecting it. Maybe somebody actually hit you or something, but it's almost like and keep walking. Somebody kind of teasing or messing with you, maybe a little flirting, maybe familial, maybe spirit sort of. Like, I don't know. Something about the back of the head for you. Strength. This could be your resistance, but you ultimately have strength, and that is a power card for you, especially because there's this little sun on it, and Leo is ruled by the sun. We have the universe. Things working out in your favor, really like going side by side and hand in hand with the next connection and so on. Like, I don't know why I explained it like that. I'm feeling very moved this evening, and like these channeled messages will pop in and out, and it's not anything specific, but it's like these, you'll notice little nuances in the way that I speak, I think, but that's not really the point. Point is, things are working out for you, and they're working out for your advantage and your highest good. However, Leo, Prince of Swords. You already have Princess of Swords, and now you got Prince of Swords. You didn't get very far, did you? That's not good. I mean, double swords energy when you are wands, and when it seems like everything's going well for you, it's almost like you're picking fights. You are kind of trying to fuck shit up. It's a little bit, it's not even self-sabotage, because it almost feels like you're trying to sabotage someone else. And it's like, I didn't do it. Or like, well, you should have left your fucking head covered. I don't know. I didn't mean to go back to head, but it was a reminder that that's why you're going to get smacked in the head, because you act like that. You're being maybe petty is a good word for it. I'm only kind of giving you shit about it because you got the princess and the prince of swords so quick. There's other swords on the table, but not up here, you know what I'm saying? So you're really kind of bringing it down on levels of like, what are you doing? Why are you doing it? This is your time to shine, and you have the strength of all your ancestors moving forward, and everything's working out for you, and yet this is how you act. This is how you repay us. Like, what's up with that, Leo? What are you doing? Kind of want to just start here. Don't know why. Two of Swords, Princess of Wands. Interesting. Kind of the same energy, though, when you think about it, because there's only one prince, one princess of each side, and you just got both for swords, but then you got the Two of Swords, 1, 2, and the Princess of Wands. So you're really not, like, moving out of that energy. You might be coming to terms with the fact that it's there, that you are the antagonist in a sense, where it's not that you're even the villain or the bad guy, but you might be responsible for some of the chaos in your life, and you're trying to kind of like foot the blame, and you're trying to focus on the good things, but you're not taking a moment to recognize like where you personally are going wrong necessarily. So you're gonna have to sit with that. You're gonna have to sit with your own behaviors. It could be like little outbursts too, and it could even be as simple as like, getting some help managing the behavioral stuff. It could be like a very like almost literal outburst in a sense where it's not contrived necessarily, but there's definitely something that needs to be addressed, and you need to cut it the fuck out too at the same time. Okay, you gotta cut it out. You have to just you have to realize it's you, right? And you might even be blaming the princess, which I say that because you're fire. Fire is a masculine, so you would be the prince, and you're the prominent one. You're the one that we're really focused on, and that's coming up. But I think they're both you, because fuck. It's time that you went on an emotional journey. Like, well, how do you feel? Like everything you went through, especially if there was something with your head. How do you feel about that? Check in with yourself. I don't want to say go to therapy because that's weird, and it's like, it's not even like a solution, it's a tool, if anything, and a lot of people are already doing it. 11 on the clock, but it's about stopping and checking in how you feel and why things are happening the way they are. So I'll reveal this to you in a little bit. I want to kind of go with the top face up cards. And then I like to go with the face down because the face down is what's need to come to surface. There is a stack of face up cards here, but we're not going to get to those until we get to this. So this is going to be our end goal, and I'm just going to work my way around here, okay? But at the core, we're asking ourselves, why you like that, Leo? And it's time you ask yourself, oh, why am I like that? We know. We'll find out. Let's have fun. We got the 2 of Cups and the 3 of Cups, so love and abundance, cool. I mean, solid, that's what I'm saying. It's like, whatever's going on with you, it's like so beautiful, brilliant, blah, 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 like tears on, and you're just kind of like acting like that. It's just not adding up. It's just not adding up. But still killing it, still crushing it. Still got it. It's flowing, and it's fountain of youth kind of energy. And then oh my God, 4 of Cups, 2 of Cups, 3 of Cups, 4 of Cups. Just up and up and up. Everything is up. 4 of Cups is luxury. Oh shit. 10 of Cups, satiety. It's everything that you have ever wanted and more. But then suddenly, I don't know, did you get bored? Is that what it is? 2 of Discs changed. Something changed. You were doing great. And then something changed. What changed? Because that sounds perfect. That sounded like really good. That sounded like next level shit some people never get to experience, and you had it. What changed? What changed? 6 of Swords, science, and 6 of Wands, victory. Okay, well, you had a plan. Sorry, I don't know. You had a plan. You kind of knew what you were doing. Everything was worked out, and you were set to win. And double 6s, we love to see that. Double masculine, that's fine for fire. And science and victory, those are 2 really good things. Like, what happened here? Because following that, oddly enough, Knight of Wands, Knight of Discs. Hardcore you energy again. Might be you and someone else, a partner of some sort. Could be business partner, could be romantic. Getting this like weird, it's kind of like you watching might be the feminine, and the other person might be the masculine because it's the Knight, but it's also a disc, so it could be Earth, could be the femme, could be, you know what I'm saying? But it's the 2 Knights, Wands and Discs. But they're facing away from each other. Could be a breakup. But it doesn't have to be a romantic relationship. It's interesting to see the double Knights. And again, these cards are not about, I say again, but I probably said it in the last video. It's really not about gender. It's about the elements. When you think about it, earth and water are the feminine, and air and fire are the masculine. So you, being a fire sign, you would come up as, if not a wand, your first wand, But if not a wand, then you would be the knight. So to see two knights, it's interesting because, again, not about gender. We support all relationships. Could just be two kings that we are talking about. But to me, even if we're talking about two men, we would still see a king and queen. You know what I'm saying? Like, just, especially with the mix of elements. So I didn't mean to totally dissect this, but I guess what I was leading up to is this might be a business decision. Or if you are very supported by your family, you are walking away from a lot. But this is for sure you, Leo. I don't know who this is. The breadwinner, the provider. It could be like a spouse that makes more money than you and you're like, fuck it, I'm following my passion. Nothing can hold me here. Like, I don't care what kind of stability you offer me. It could be a family thing, a parent or something that is like still feeding you, so to speak. And you're like, I don't care. I don't care. Like, I'm done. I'm off. I'm out. But you're walking away for sure. So maybe that's what changed. Yes, you kind of had it all and things were going towards your, you loved it and you enjoyed it even, and things were going well, and then something changed, but it was always part of your plan. And part of that is you walking away. It could even be a job where, like, yeah, your job was providing for you and you really had it all together, but you're like, I quit though. Like, I made that change. Why? Because it's not what I wanted to do. And I know that I'm going to be successful with what I actually want to do. So fuck you. I'm walking away. I don't care what you pay me. You couldn't offer me more money. I'm done. I got this opportunity, or I got this idea, or I got the time, or I got the, and you walk the fuck away. You're like, nah, no offer is good enough at this point. Thanks. So, where did this reverse card come from? I feel like this was not in the reverse, but you'd have to go back and look. That's really interesting. I feel like maybe I should do this now. We talked about that. These are all face down. What are those? I want to know what this is. Interference. But in the reverse. So it's really hardcore was you walking away. Like, nobody came to interrupt anything. Nobody had an influence on this. It's your most thorough decision. Okay? This was all you. It's like you take the blame or you take the fame. I don't know. Sometimes I like rhyming shit, but you know what I mean? Like, you can, like, embrace it. Like, this was all me. I made these decisions. Like, I did this myself. Or, I'm sorry, I had to do what's best for me. Either way, you have to, there was no outside influence on that. So, I feel like I should still wait, though. What's this? 7 of discs. Yeah, okay. When you go all in on yourself and only yourself with yourself and everything, like, there is a chance that it isn't going to work out. Even though we know it works out, it's like, did you get your attitude in check? Did you do things the right way? Did you leave on a good note? Were you being petty? Were you being too brash? Like, what's the deal? Why the 7 of discs when we already talked about this, right? Maybe doing it too much on your own is what kind of like holds you back in a sense. 5 of Wands, strife, yeah. Right from the start, you're like, oh shit, I'm not enjoying this as much as I thought because now I'm broke and I look stupid and I hate this and I'm going to have a fucking attitude with all the wrong people. And then 3 of Swords, sorrow, maybe having to give up pretty quickly and like being like, yeah, I'm a little upset, but whew, better than dealing with that. The Empress. Listen, so you had the Knight of Discs, and that's all about the money or whatever, stability, home, life, etc. The Empress, I say a lot, say it all the time, I say it every time I see the Empress. Taurus vibes. It's not the Taurus card, but Taurus being a feminine element, I thought it never made sense that we were the Hierophant. And the Empress and Emperor are right next to each other, and the Emperor's Aries. So, like, this is big Taurus energy. I'm going to have to go ahead and say this relates back to the Knight of Discs. You feel me? You walking away from this person is going to put you back so far just for you to turn around and go back to them. So you might be just being petty right now, Leo. 3 discs. You gotta make it work. You gotta figure it out. You gotta figure it out. I support your dreams and like it's gonna work out for you, but if we are talking about a business partner, they are a very integral part of your situation. Okay. If we're talking about somebody who is financially supporting you in some way, they are a very integral part of your situation. You can still follow your dreams. You can still be independent. You can still stand up for yourself without completely walking away. You will have more long-term success if you figure it out, face yourself, face the other person, instead of just saying, I'm done. It's not like us fixed signs, all right? Hard to say. Maybe this is a little insight on who the person is. I kind of forgot about this, man. All right. It's like this sleepy energy that sometimes I am just tired, but sometimes it's like something coming in. So, interesting. All right, we got Queen of Swords, air, going back to the Prince and Princess of Swords, right? So here's the thing. Here's the alternative. Instead of walking away, boss up, babe. This is you now. Queen of Swords. You're like, you know what? Fuck it. You know what? I'm not going to walk away. Fire blazing. I am going to stand up to this person and say, no mercy. I'm here. I will not run away. I will not back down. I command respect. And this Knight of Cups says, okay, I can do that. Quick fucking turn. Quick. You just gotta put them in your place a little bit. Just saying. They were the Knight of Discs. They're like, I have the advantage. I have the upper hand. But once you stand up to them, they're like, damn, let me get you something to drink. Or maybe, you know, he's facing away in a sense, but they have this like cool kind of motion thing going on anyway. And then Ace of Cups, fulfillment. Okay, that's cool. New perspective, new mindset. But then, okay, 4 of Discs power. You had the 3 of Discs when you go the route of like trying to do it on your own and then coming back and realizing that you still need help. You end up with the 3 of Discs, which you can totally make that work. And it's very stable and it's very secure and it's like still it's fine. Like it's fine. You got nothing to worry about. Like if you gotta go that way, you gotta go that way. It's not a big deal, okay? You can always come home. You can always come back. But if you stand up for yourself in the moment, repair the relationships at hand, especially if this is a paternal relationship, you will find a deeper fulfillment, a new perspective, and the 4 of Discs power. Yes, you can make it work, but you can be in control. You can take the upper hand by sticking around. Of course, we do have the 10 of Swords. Ruin. But listen, the thing about the 10 of Swords is that it's shit happening around you. It doesn't necessarily have to be happening to you. And it's definitely not happening within you. So as long as you're not coming up 9 of Swords, I feel like you're good to go. And you might even watch the karma unfold. What you were trying to deliver can be done for you if you just cooperate in the moment. So what's the reveal? Hierophant. Stick to the original plan. You're ready to go rogue right now, but just stick to the plan. You know what you're doing. Just like, it's all gonna work out. If you are dealing with an earth sign, because that Knight of Discs came up and we got the 2, 3, 4 discs, but the Hierophant is earth energy, and it's really about sticking to the plan and being rigid, and it could be the other person where they are keeping you on track, they are keeping you on schedule, they are keeping you on your toes, they are keeping you grounded and invested and whatnot. They're keeping you afloat. So you gotta learn to work with them, even if you change your work. I don't know how else to, Anyway, what are these 2? Adjustment and 2 of Wands. So this is the Libra card, and the 2 of Wands is dominion, so it's all about domestication. Could be a relationship, just the nature of the card in general, the two emotions kind of intersecting. Could represent an ex, but Libra season's coming up. So there was a lot of air energy in this reading. Sort of. Well, I'm thinking of the Queen of Swords and a couple random swords here and there, but another two, but stuff could be happening in Libra season. It's coming up quick. Libra season starts in like a couple of days. Could be dealing, I'm sorry, hiccups. Could be dealing with a Libra too, especially if it's a living situation. But I'm just saying, things is probably happening. You might have a, you know, that's the thing. When you think back to what I was saying, you might have like a roommate and you're like, get out. I can't do it anymore. Or I'm out. And then you're like, fuck. And then you end up back with them anyway, kind of thing. So just like, try to ride it out at least for the next month. At least. Alright? Because you're going to look dumb as fuck. I hate that and blah, blah, blah. So, again, finding your peace and starting this journey of emotional growth. What's the end result? Like, as you go. What's this? 9 of discs gain. Get right back up. Leo. Okay, so that's what I got for you. I think that went pretty damn well, if I'm being honest. And as well. Okay. Right. Thank you for tuning in. Do all that stuff from me if you liked it. But yeah, okay, love you. See you next time.